Alright, the next Manderville quest, or Hildebrand quest, whatever, is the Coliseum Conundrum, level 50 still, given to us by Briardien. We are in the Sapphire Avenue exchange of Ulda. Here we go. Well, that merchant proved to be a spectacular waste of time, which is in short supply. We must return to the Coliseum before the battles begin. Here's the plan, Mercy. I shall find a suitable vantage point to observe Miss Avila in combat. Until I have ascertained the trickery behind her abilities, you are to keep a wide berth of her blade. Understood? And he walks off, the other three walk off, Hildy, Nashu, and Ellie. I guess I have to fight now? I've already done some Coliseum-esque stuff with the masked, what's it called? Masked Carnival. Blue Mage stuff. Damn it, I keep clicking on that. It's so annoying, guys. Clicking the wrong thing. It's so dumb. Why'd I go? Oh, it's stupid. Don't worry about it. We go to the Coliseum. And we talk to Dower Meadow. There you are. I was this close to starting the melee without you. I'd be remiss not to tell you there's been a slight change of plans. Another contestant suffered a last-minute injury, and none other than our very own Ultros has stepped in to take his place. With everyone's favorite octopus joining you two in the fray, spectators are just pouring in, and bookmakers across town are raking in the gill, which ain't a bad thing for us. Word has it that Master Feargeist himself is quite taken with my promotional skills. Aye, the future's looking bright for old Dower Meadow it is. So, what say you? Are you ready to get your arses kicked? Garhar. If I'm doing his voice differently, which I probably am. I'm sorry. Ready for battle? Sure, I guess. I'm going into this completely blind, so I haven't watched a video on it. I don't know what I'm getting into. That's what I like to hear. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for blades to whirl and limbs to fly. Blue Mage is pretty good at solo and stuff. I have plenty of spells and stuff at my... I have a cutscene, by the way. Hildy, myself, Avila, and 3 people I don't know, although I feel like I recognize one of them. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, plutocrats and paupers, open your eyes and steel your stomachs. The Mithril Cup, brought to you by our ever-charitable friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern. Your concern is our concern, is about to begin. Cheers at the spectators portion of the Coliseum. Who will stand atop the head of maimed bodies and twisted limbs to claim victory? Will it be the tempestuous Avila of Alamigo, Mercy the famed warrior of light, or who was that grinning fool again? That's right, Humberbatch, agent of infamy and imbecile extraordinaire. That's accurate-ish. Or will it be our 11th hour entry, Ultros, the 8-legged purple purveyor of pain? Everybody looks up as Ultros drops from the ceiling into the arena. Does not seem to have enjoyed that drop. Mwah! Haha! Here I am. Did you miss me? Aye, I'd say we have a battle for the ages here, folks. Combatants, take your positions and let the battles begin. With a bald-headed dude with a couple scars on his face, Avila eyes him first. Hildebrand nods to me. We all kind of walk into the center. Alright, you know the deal. We team up and wipe out the others. Then, when it's just the 2 of us, I'll take a dive, says Ultros, in like a whisper, a stage whisper kind of thing to Avila. And you receive your share of the winnings. I have not forgotten our promise. Wow, it turns out Briardien was correct. I didn't know they were still teaming up. Or did they ever teamed up? So Avila is in the middle of a circle of the rest of the combatants at this point. Whips out her sword and shield. Everybody whips out their weapons, shields, etc. Ultros just laughs. Hildebrand does oppose. Avila brandishes her blade a few times. Gets approached by 2 warriors, cuts them both down, and hit each. Notices somebody attacking from behind, takes him out apparently in 1 slash, and then does an AoE that knocks out all 3 of them. They're down. Look at Avila's blade spin. Why, she's a veritable whirlwind of death and destruction out there. They breed 'em tough in Alamigo, that's for certain. Says Dower Meadow. Cheers from the crowd, obviously. Hildy hasn't moved, but he looks very shocked at everybody being down. Avila brandishes her blade. You are next at me. I smile. Ultros is still kind of watching from the outside. Turns and slinks away a little bit. Toward the outside, toward a gate. Just... Here we go, ladies and gents. Once my buddy gets a whiff of these raw truffles, he'll be sneezing up a storm. Literally. And he's waving a pack... Oh. Sorry. 4, like... what are they called? A skewer of 4 mushrooms that seem to have been cooked. Ah, nothing like the rich aroma of roasted truffles. All this fighting is giving Uncle Ulti an appetite. Is it time for dinner yet? Wait a minute. Roasted truffles? Hildy looks over at him with the truffles. Braised in the savory sauce, just like Mother used to make them. Feel free to have seconds. There's a whole sackful where that came from, he says to Ultros. Ultros looks over at him. Hildy gives him a thumbs up. That meddling musclehead. Ultros nods to him. Avila, what's taking him so damned long? Briardien up top. The girl's gaze gave it away. Open the gate at once, says Briardien to Dower Meadow. He points a finger up. The gate rises. Hildebrand looks very pleased. As a floating... Okay. So, I know I'm describing these for people who are visually impaired, but there's a floating ghost in Ghostbusters called Slimer. And it has a very, like, stubby, kind of very conical tail. Basically, aside from that, I'll describe this guy, but it's very similar. His tail's a bit curved, but floating in the air, a just kind of balloon-shaped, like, mouth wide, like deeply open, 2 rows of teeth on the bottom, very, very sharp. 1 row that I can see on top, kind of like slit, diagonal, black eyes. This kind of bulbous balloon-shaped kind of floating ghost thing, demon thing, whatever. 2 arms that do look like they have kind of beefy muscles, and then 4 finger, like a thumb on each hand, and 3 they're all clawed fingers. And then, kind of like black hair of sorts, but like a ponytail in the middle, a ponytail in the back left for some reason, like a one of those augury things, I think they're called, like the priests will swing back and forth that are filled with like incense or whatever to ward off evil spirits, like hanging from one of those ponytails of hair. And this one goes, Foon Ga. And everyone's looking at, like, what is that monstrosity? Says a spectator. A steamed spectator for some reason. And it's even bigger than I thought. It actually has a head in the back of it, like in the butt. Mr. Typhoon, is that your stomach I hear rumbling? Could I interest you in some roasted truffles, perhaps? Says Ultros. It's a big guy. Hildebrand walks up to him. What fascinating friends you have, Ulti. Why, just look at this charming little nose. Is he perhaps suffering from a case of the sniffles? Oh, I think this guy might be in the Blue Mage... And, yeah, he's in the... I think he sneezes, creates a tornado that actually lifts Hildebrand into the air, like up, up, up. Could it be Avila's vaunted Tempest Blade? It was that monster all along? The girl played us all for fools, says a shocked spectator. So Hildebrand was like launched in the air, up, 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 in a spiral, like following the tornado up. Typhoon, maybe? Typhoon. Ultros runs away a little bit. Avila's looking up at the crowd. Ultros approaches Dower Meadow. Don't look at me! It was all her idea. I'm just a stupid octopus. You were the one who approached me, you double-dealing fiend, says Avila. I just wanted to experience the thrill of battle, you know, for my work and all. Come on, Dower, has Uncle Alti ever lied to you? The crowd. What did I tell you? I knew there was something fishy about that Alamegan whore. Wow, ouch, that's fucking language right there, bud. Alamegans, he spits. Beggars and brutes, the lot of them. We give them a home in our lands, and this is the thanks we get? Send her to Garlemald for all I care. Just get her out of my sight before I get sick. I don't like these guys. Avila looks up and looks sad, like, but I just wanted to, my sister. I feel for the girl. Really, my little octopus heart goes out to her. But the rules are the rules, right? Now, if Uncle Alti may be so bold, I say we call off the melee and have a final showdown between the 3 remaining competitors. That would be me, my buddy Typhon, and Mercy here. What do you say, Mrs. Warrior Light? I nod, although I myself don't agree. The crowd, that's what we want to see. Ultros, Ultros, Ultros. Dower Meadow notices the crowd is with this decision, and well, this is a most unprecedented turn of events, but who am I to deny the wishes of such a passionate crowd of martial arts aficionados? The venue, Halatali. The fighters, the tag team of Ultros and Typhon versus the Warrior of Light. Who will be left standing when the storm has settled? Be there or miss a battle for the ages. He pumps his fist in the air. The crowd is excited. Although they came here and barely saw anything that they were hoping for. Up in the air is Hildebrand hanging from the rafters. Like 4 stories up. And Hildebrand is now on the ground with Nashu attending to him, and I'll talk to Briardien nearby to continue the quest, not complete yet. So, to review, the truffles were to elicit a sneeze from the octopus's oversized crony, which would be positioned so as to appear it was coming from the Alamegan girl's blade, allowing the 2 to sweep away their opponents with ease. No wonder I wasn't able to see it sooner. It's quite possibly the most imbecilic scheme I've encountered in my years as a consulting inspector. At any rate, we have no choice but to trust in your abilities now, Mercy. Let us make for Halatali. Ellie and Briardien walk off, Hildebrand still motionless on the ground, face down, stomach down, chest down, with Nashu in a squat on the ground, attending to him. Okay. I guess. Camp Drybone, teleport, 280. No problem, that's fine. Won't spend a ticket on it. Do you remember? 20 plus 9, September. Alright. We hop on our Chocobo and fly to the south though. We gotta go into here, looks like. A pathway. Kind of a range. Oh, like a old ovular pathway here. And we will talk to Dower Meadow outside the entrance to Halatali, I guess. Well, this tourney's turned into a right mess. With all the trouble I took preparing consolation prizes for the melee, it looks like we won't be needing them after all. Of course, as long as you're bringing in spectators and the profits, I could give a nart's ass. Har har har. Now, I know what you're thinking. 2 against 1 ain't fair, especially when one of the 2 is the size of a small house. So here's the deal. Why don't you bring along some of your friends for the battle? Let's say 7 of them. That should even the odds, aye? The Dragon's Neck. Yay! This is where I can learn a spell. But I have to be... Hold on. Hold on. This is a trial. It's not a raid, right? There's no way it's a raid. Even though it's 7. Raids are higher than 7. Okay, so... Where'd it go? Why don't I have it here? Wait, okay, it's probably Realm Reborn, isn't it? Oops, my bad, because it's still 50. Dragon's Neck, cool. I can enter it solo. I just don't think I get... I don't think I have a 100% chance to learn it solo. I'm gonna watch some videos now to see if it is soloable. And we'll see. But that's the end of this video. I will see you soon for whatever video you watch of mine next. Possibly this one, or the next one, that does the dragon's neck and whatever. Anyway, bye bye for now.